Alright. Hello, Aidan. It's time for another great live stream. Indeed it is. Everything seems to be going good. We here again. Indeed we are. So, where do I begin? Greetings, campers, and welcome to DeFrehn Live. I'm your host, Aidan DeFrehn. Oh, sorry. It's a bit of a tongue twister there. Greetings, campers, and welcome to DeFrehn Live. I'm your host, Aidan DeFrehn. Now, as you may recall, last time I was working on a few storyboards for a Christmas project. So, yeah, I'm probably going to be continuing that this stream. I don't remember what I said last time I said I would do here. Anyway, let's just jump into it. I think it was right. This was another project that I was, well, this was part of the chimney project I was working on. And this, and let's see, what else? I think I should probably open up the, or maybe it was under, yeah, I think it might have been under here. Let's see. Yeah, I think it was right here. So, I guess I should probably, I'll probably say right now that at least a good, I want to say 42% of the Restroom Door Set Gentleman is done storyboarding. And I already finished the first verse for the Chimney song, so... Oh yeah, and I also... For the short, I decided to go for a sort of different-ish style. Instead, I opted to go for my own style. Let's check the chat. How's it going, TR Studios? Alright. So I'm on the "She Sprayed Me with a Can of Mace" lyric. And then I think the next lyrics are, actually, I think it all flows with one bar. See, the line goes, "She sprayed me with a can of mace and snatched me with her bag." So, of course, I'm giving her a purse. And yes, I'm working with a sort of limitation. Limitation being that, you know, I'm only going to be animating a few parts during this whole sequence. It's what the old people at Hanna-Barbera used to do. Actually, let me replace this with a different picture. Open new image as a layer. Yeah, I think it was here. There we go. What are the safe areas for? Those are for trying to display it on a CRT TV, like the one I have in my room right now. So, oh yeah, I should probably mention that, remember, I think in a previous episode I mentioned me doing some sort of Greeny Phantom DVD. I made it in full screen. Well, I was working on a full screen version, That way I could, display it on a CRT TV in it. And when I did, it looked pretty decent. I think I might also produce a widescreen DVD too. And I'll probably upload it to my archive page. Because I have an archive page. I think it's under archive.org. Yeah. Anyway. Wrong layer. It's actually kind of strange. It's gonna be kind of strange working on this when it's pretty clear that I'm working in a limited Hanna-Barbera kind of style, which usually showcases more the humor than the animation. Yet at the same time, I'm focusing on the animation. Call it weird and hypocritical, but it's weird and hypocritical. No roll dropped frames yet, except for the ones at the beginning, but so I guess I might be good when it comes to streaming like this. Because I looked at the media codec or whatever codec kind of thing, and apparently YouTube has a thing for probably putting something for live streaming at my settings, 1080p, 30 frames a second. Apparently the minimum is 3000 kilobits per second and the maximum is 6000. So yeah. Now, the restroom door said gentleman's gonna be more of a Hanna-Barbera kind of style, whereas the chimney song is gonna be more of a more modern limited style, aka my style. And then I think, just to showcase it, probably have her hand show up from behind, and then have her purse be spinning. And I think this is all just going to be smear frames, so I'm probably going to have to study a lot of smear frames in order to get the right look for it. And the good news is that after this, well, is that after this line, I only have 3 lines more before I go to the third and final verse. Which is good for me because you know, 3 verses for a song like this. Yeah. However, the Chimney song has 4 verses, from what I could gather. And for those wondering, the next 3 lines are, I could tell this just wouldn't be my day. What could I say? It just wasn't turning out to be my day. So I'm probably just gonna... So that would require... I'd say 5 to 6 drawings in order to convey it. How's it going? How's it going, DMB? I'm going good. Yep. I meant to add the closing quotation to that writing of... Oh, right. Yeah, I could see it. Alright. So... I should probably do like a 3-frame loop for the purse swinging. Because in order to make a better impact, it's probably going to have to go this way. And then the impact would hit him, you know, like this. Like that. Alright. And I do have an established deadline for this one. If things go according to plan, and if I work on this every weekday, I should say, maybe a few weekends, I should have this out by Christmas Day. That's my deadline. Christmas Day, 2022. Worst case scenario, I delay it to Christmas Day, 2023. Let's see here. I was gonna suggest guitar music time so he doesn't have to set up the keyboard. I actually have a ukulele and... or maybe the stylophone. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. So yeah. Considering I don't really have to do anything... I don't really have to do any real other things at this time. I might do music time this time. I forgot what I had to do last week when I had to cancel music time, but I'm sure I can do it this time. And then... I think the hardest part of getting this of production might be obtaining permission from Bob Rivers himself to get the music. Well, not get the music. Like, the plan is, I'm probably gonna try to talk to both Bob Rivers himself, Atlantic Records, and Rhino Records. It's kind of a way to... Because I don't want YouTube to take it down entirely. So I'm probably going to have to obtain permission from not only Bob Rivers himself, but the copyright owners of all these songs. Or both of these songs, I should say. Which means that I have to talk to Atlantic Records or Rhino Records in order to acquire the rights to play these songs and have YouTube not take them down. Which might be easier said than done. Or at least obtaining permission from Atlantic Records. I'm hoping for the best in production. Thanks. Alright. I think that might be it. Let's export this. And since I'm working on right here. You know, I think it might be funny if the old lady just, you know, stayed in the same place throughout the entirety of her scene. I don't know, I thought it would be funny. And very Hanna-Barbera-esque. Especially if you watch the Flintstones, which, contrary to popular belief, the Flintstones is not a kid's show. And it was never meant to be. It was meant for prime time and prime time only. And apparently, a lot of people seem to agree. Seth MacFarlane once had a Flintstones revival planned. And of course, it was not going to be for kids. Like, it's Seth MacFarlane we're talking about. But that never came to fruition. And I think there was another one from Elizabeth Gillies. Except nothing ever came out of that one. And then, of course, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna... Because the restroom door said gentleman's gonna be purely hand-drawn. And I guess fortunately for me, I feel like Bob Rivers' Twisted Christmas Carols might fall under the sort of non-profit kind of thing. Or maybe not. I guess I should also mention that I might also be taking a lot of inspiration. Wait, no. I guess the reason I know a lot about these animation things is probably from that April Fool's special of Starbarians. Starbarians. It's actually a web series done by Harry Partridge. I think there's like 3.5 episodes so far. It's really funny. And it's pretty cool, so I highly recommend you watch it. Guess I should probably add POW lines to solidify the impact, you know? I did that right? Yeah, I did it right. Thanks for telling. You're welcome. I feel like the purse might have just grown in size. Alright. Oh, I almost forgot to change one thing. There we go. I don't know, I just thought it would be funnier. And I could... And I think after the stream's over, I'll probably put all this into an editing software and edit what I have, and then hopefully I'll go into the animation. Hopefully. So let me just save this, because I think I'm finished working on this scene. So now let's work on the rest of it. And by this, I mean the chimney song. Unfortunately, I already saved the background, so boom. Didn't really have to change much now, didn't I? And I think this was... So I think this verse might be because I already finished working on the first verse. So the second verse is all week long. So it's the week after Christmas. And I'm and I'm not even gonna bother changing the design for this one, because you know. I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna have this verse open up with her looking at the chimney. Hopefully, once I get the animation going, it'll probably be a little more convincing, or something like that. I don't know. Yep, we're getting to the chimney song. And then, how do we convey that she's... Now, how do we convey that she's getting a better look at who's inside the chimney? I think the better question would be, who is inside of the chimney? I'm thinking of leaving that up to the imagination. It's like, you know how in Pulp Fiction, where you never actually see what's in the suitcase? And Tarantino says... I think I remember Tarantino saying that whatever's in the suitcase is left up to the imagination. I'm planning on doing something similar to the chimney song. But come on. I think we all know what the answer is after a week. The third verse. All month long. Anyway. Now you may notice that the design between the storyboards and what I'm doing for the turnaround is significantly different. And there actually is a good reason. Around... I think when I was starting the storyboards, I didn't like the design that I put in for the storyboards. And I drew the turnaround yesterday, so I think I ended up changing the design for... I think I'm probably going to change the design halfway through. Which I think could actually kind of help, in a way. Because, you know, time skipping. The final animation itself is not going to have any costume changes. And the only other character that shows up in the short is the little girl's big brother. this came into my mind. Favorite Christmas song by Bob Rivers? Probably 12 Pains of Christmas. If any of y'all have been on the internet for as long as I have, well, have watched videos on the internet, not actually, be on the internet, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. That Sonic AMV comes to mind. I was a very big Sonic fan back then, so... I honestly should have just turned off the background layer from the beginning. Because it's probably going to be hard to do on such a flat background. I think I might just fill this layer. And then I think if I turn down the opacity a little, I think a little mid-tone should do it. Because I think there's going to be a shadow right here. I mean, I think it works for what I'm trying to portray. Alright. Oh wait, I think I need to save the picture. Alright. Save. Since I'm working on the chimney song. So this would be storyboard 4, scene 1. Sometimes I like to make a few notes here, such as what I'm doing here. Verse 2 begins. Speaking of notes, I should probably start making a spreadsheet, just so I can make sure of what I've already accomplished. Because I'm working on storyboards right now, so... yeah. I feel like the storyboard shot may make the perfect wrong answers posed. Wrong answers only. What is she seeing through the chimney? Yeah, I think that's kind of what I'm going for, actually. Alright, hang on a sec. I'm just gonna turn on the lights since, it's kind of getting dark in my room. Anyways, back to whatever I was doing. Alright. 444. Jay-Z's number. Anyway. Yeah, I think I have it saved already, right? Yeah, I do. And I think for this one, I'm probably just gonna reuse storyboards. Sorry, my mouse doesn't really seem to respond to my clicking a lot. I don't know what's up with it, but... It's still a mouse, so... yeah. And then I think I'm gonna... because I'm mostly gonna use puppet animation for this one. I probably should have drawn in a more limited kind of style. Kind of something more akin to, like, Schoolhouse Rock, you know? I think... should probably turn off the background right now. Should probably put this in the references too. There we go. I've actually had plans to animate for different music videos, actually. I think the first one I wanted to animate was Weird Al Yankovic's Cable TV, off of the Dare to Be Stupid album. And then... I don't know why, but I kept on thinking of a joke. Actually, I think it would. A revisualized Weird Al music video sounds like a good idea for a future project. Yeah, it actually does, now that I think about it. Especially since the new Weird Al movie just came out. You know, the one where Harry Potter plays Weird Al. And I think what makes it funnier is that Weird Al's in the movie as one of the Scotti brothers. Oh, I think I might have deleted from the wrong layer. And besides, I wasn't going to use that as the background anyway. I feel like with this I might have made her look younger than she actually is. Alright. Alright. I think I was also planning on doing an animation test for one of my characters, Lucy from People Are Crazy. I only scrapped it when I got my new computer. Or I think it was when my puppets didn't really seem to work. And those were animated on a newer version of Flash called Animate. And right now I'm using an older version of Flash. So yeah, that's gonna create a lot of complications. Especially for that new secret project I was working on. Or at least I'm planning on working on. I'm signed on to the project. It's just that I think I really need to wait for the full-on storyboards to show. Or something like that. Fortunately, that secret project is going for a late 2023 release. Oh yeah, and I should probably also showcase some posthumous storyboards. And by that I mean start recording the scratch dialogue for it. So what I think I'm gonna do is... I should probably rotate this. Now, the storyboard doesn't have to be perfect, as long as you can understand it. And then I think I'm gonna reuse... I think I'm gonna reuse this storyboard. Storyboard tune shot 1. Because, you know, reusing assets. I think I'm only going to reuse it on verse 2, though. I think what's also going to be a challenge is lip-syncing all this. Because every single scene she's in, she's going to be singing the song. And I think it's going to be a challenge when I start creating assets for the side view. Not only because it's hard to draw in side view, but it's also hard to manage the lip syncing for it, if you know what I mean. Alright, nothing in the chat. Alright, so. You know what? I guess that might be it for storyboards for the scene right now, so. I think maybe next time I'll probably work on storyboards for other cartoons that I'm working on. You know, like Posthumous and Little Kate Smith. So yeah, let's close out of these right now. Could that be it? I mean, I really have nothing else planned, so I guess I might as well just... And especially since it's right around that time. Probably wait like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just like that. There we go. Alright, so... Gather around, little ones. It's music time. Anyways, for the person who said guitar music time, I actually have a ukulele, which is probably close enough to a guitar, so yeah, let me see if this thing's in tune. Hang on. One more time. Yeah, I think it's good enough. You know how there's that one generation where it's like... There's this one generation that only does the easy 4-chord songs. Something like... and so on and so forth. Basic music school type stuff. What I like to do is something a little different, but not by much. Something like... roller coaster of love. Say what? Roller coaster. Ooh, 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 ooh. Or something like that. What if I can... Oh, there we go. All right. Yeah. Or something like that. What else? Alright, so let's see. There we go. Wrong notes time. Something like that. What else? something like that. Try to guess the song. Alright, or something like that. Almost sounded like the intro to Tiptoe Through the Tulips a bit. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for, but yeah. I like that chord. That actually sounds kind of cool. That low-key... That chord sounds actually kind of cool, actually. Don't know why, but it does. Okay. Or something like that. The Yuka-Juke music does sound nice. Thanks again. Alright. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Or something like that. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Spooderman 2. AKA the best Spooderman. Or if you're an intellectual, Peterman 2. And I'm still waiting for them to do Peterman 3. You know, round out the trilogy. What else? And yes, I am speaking as a former YouTube pooper, so... What else? Or something like that. And I don't have a capo on me right now, so that's probably the reason why it sounded a little crummy there. What else? Wrong notes. Hey Soul Sister, but in the minor scale. That should be a thing, you know? Hey Soul Sister, but in the minor progression is kind of what I want to try to do. It's a good thing the ukulele I bought came with the basic chords paper. I want somebody to make a Hey Soul Sister in the minor scale. Because it would kind of sound like a scary movie, you know? What else? Ooh. That almost sounded like a Danny Elfman song. What else? Actually, let's try that again. In the minor scale. It actually sounds kind of cool when you when you play it like this. All right. Well, I'm officially bored of the from playing the ukulele, so why don't we move on to the Q&A session? Basically, you ask a question and I answer it to the best of my ability. So if any of y'all have any questions, leave it in the chat. On the Boulders' Summer Campers Part 2, I wonder what Kara means by say the line. It's actually an in-joke. Sorta. You remember the line, "That's not a knife. This is a knife." It's a whole Crocodile Dundee thing. Which means that apparently the Boulders might take place in the same universe as Crocodile Dundee. As the camping instructor is actually the daughter of Michael Dundee. I see. Thanks. You're welcome. So, anybody else have any questions before we sign off? I guess not. Well. Alright. I guess I should probably wrap this up. It's a little under the usual length of a usual episode, but yeah. Alright. So, join me next time as I might end up working on the intermission scenes for the Twisted Christmas Carols. So yeah. Stay tuned for that. Yeah, I think I might be able to do it next Tuesday. So yeah. I guess I'll see y'all next Tuesday for that one. So yeah. I guess I'll sign off with... Was there something else I was supposed to say? I guess not. Alright, I'll probably remember it in a community post, since apparently I have those now. Thanks, YouTube! You didn't screw up for once! Ooh, actually, I'm also part of another project now. I'll leave you with a hint. It's another Christmas-related thing. Another Christmas special, perhaps. So yeah, I guess I'll leave you with that. And so with that, thank you guys for watching, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!